Hello, hello! This is Dragondog from Daydreams of a Dragon, and welcome to Twin Mirror. And episode 5 of my blind Let's Play. So let's continue. Previously on Twin Mirror.
Would you be my little girl's godfather?
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing. I've missed you. You know, Nick and I had moved in together.
I wasn't doing anything!
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. Any word on my dad? Did you really look into it?
I woke up today and my shirt was covered in blood.
Blood? What happened?
I don't know.
I'm not entirely stable.
The puzzle comes together. Dennis was reading everyone's emails. He found out that Nick hadn't stopped his investigation like he'd told Walter. And that Nick was still talking to some informant. Then he decided to tell me.
Car found against a tree, surrounded by debris. Fire started at or after impact and burned out with Nicholas Wold drawn in the driver's seat. Skid marks and other traces suggest the driver was startled by an animal and exited the road at high speed. Driver most likely inebriated in some form. Next.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Nick would never drive without his seatbelt on. And he always kept his window open.
Airbags deployed, seatbelt was not on, windows were rolled up. Driver probably drunk and forgot the belt. The fire burned out a small area around the car but did not spread. Unknown if driver was alive at time of crash, but if so, did not survive the fire. Blunt force trauma, smoke inhalation, or burns are all possible causes of death.
The car really burned, though that's very uncommon in most crashes.
Your bloody shirt was clearly from this. That means you were here yesterday. It links you to the crime scene. And you've been running around town all morning asking about Dennis. It won't look good.
I'm going to the crash site to confirm my suspicions.
I'm going with you.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
You trusted me before. It's only fair I do the same for you.
I doubt I'll be good company anyway.
You mean you're over-focused to the point of non-reactive thing? I remember, especially how you always end up being right somehow.
First, gather the clues. Cold, hard, plain facts. That's the only way I'll know what really happened. That's all the information I need. Only one simulation fits the evidence. The police report was wrong.
Yeah.
Nick, he was murdered. I'm sorry, the police report was clearly wrong.
I need her to come back immediately. There's been a break-in at her place.
And now, Twin Mirror continues.
Okay, so about Dad. Don't tell him what we found. Please. It'd just worry him for no reason.
How are you holding up? After finding out what we found out.
I'm guessing about as well as you. Not great. Let me go calm my father down. I'm pretty sure he's ready to call the National Guard.
Anna,
Maybe give her a few moments with Joe before you barge in. Also, take a few moments for yourself as well. You used to live here, and now some other guy, Nick, of all people, was living here. With her. Things are different. She's different. You're different.
I hope I'm different enough.
I'm different. But am I different enough to not fall into old patterns?
Keep in mind, Sam, no matter how much you want to, you can never go home again.
Why can't I ever go home again? She has a nice place, maybe a little old.
The last time I was here, I was shoving way too many boxes into a trunk that couldn't fit them all.
Handicap accessible van, Anna's house. Let's walk around a little before I get to them. What?
It's fine, Dad. I can handle this.
Someone broke into my daughter's house and you want me to just sit by and wait?
Yes, that is exactly what I want you to do. Don't you have an appointment?
I always have an appointment. With the doctors more often than I'm home. Sam, talk some sense into my daughter here.
What does that even mean? Crazy day we're having, huh? Dr. Sanpour, I'm not doing D. Let's try S, because I don't know what that means. I hope it's not something stupid. Let's do crazy day we're having, huh?
Well, I mean, this is a real crazy day we're having, huh, Joe?
I knew you wouldn't be any help. You always let her walk all over you.
Dad, I love you. And I love that you want to protect me, but please, it'll be okay. Go to your doctor's appointment. The police will be here soon.
I'm just belly aching. It's your house. Your rules. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Though before I head off, Sam, you tell me if something was going on, right? Anna's brave and she's strong, but she's also stubborn.
Dad, I told you I can take care of myself.
And I'm old enough to know when things ain't right. You tell me now, Sam. You tell me if my little girl is in danger. I can't watch over her anymore, so I need you to keep her safe.
Stop talking about me like I'm not here.
Joe, I don't know.
She's all I have left. Promise me you'll protect her. I need your word.
Wow. Heavy. Joe's really laying on the paternal guilt.
I can't promise something like that. I don't know what might happen.
He just wants to feel like someone is looking out for her. I can't blame him.
And what if I can't keep that promise?
Then refuse. All I know is I personally couldn't say no to a desperate father.
Well, that reminds me of Spider-Man that promised and then of course broke his promise, because that was the fun thing about promises. I disagree. When you promise, you keep a promise, or you try to, and he wants me to promise, and of course I want to keep Anna safe. I'm not sure I'll succeed, but that's what I want to do, so hey, more of our choices goes with the double than with Sam. when I did the online test thing, which was like 3 questions, I got Sam more than the double. But yeah, let's promise.
I still can't hide anything from you.
Sam, don't.
I won't lie, Joe. There is something going on. It could be dangerous, but
No!
I'll make sure Anna doesn't get mixed up in it.
All right. I'm trusting you on this.
I'm not some kid. I decide what I get mixed up in.
That's not
Can't
what I
blame
wanted
me
to
for looking
do.
after you.
I just didn't want you to worry. You're both so patronizing. I'm heading inside. See how bad it is.
Okay. That's not what I wanted to say. I dislike
I need to get in there eventually, but maybe I should look around the property first.
I dislike when I have 2 options and the options do not include all the details. I do not like that. I do not like to be put in a position where I want to say something, but the option doesn't cover the implications, and I get to say something I was not going to say. I was not going to tell her dad that something dangerous was going on. I completely dislike that. Completely. That is no. Sheesh. That is rubbish. Okay. Jones Red Baron. Really?
It's bugs. She probably brought it over one time when she came with Nick.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. I was wondering what gazebo, favorite spot in the garden.
It was great to come back from work, sit down, and read until the sun went down.
What useful for stargazing? So it said. Yes.
Anna and I spend our nights out here, trying to find all the constellations.
Can I go down into the water? No. Really? Stream? No traces to recover from here. Planted within the last year, doing well. Nick and his green thumb. Well, no, that disappoints me. That looks intact. Disappoints me that the options weren't clear enough. Because if I had known that, I would not made that choice. Wheelchair ramp built after Joe's accident. Oh, someone else lives there. This bridge over forest trail leads to Nick's shack. Takes about an hour.
I used to follow it down to the shack every other week for fishing Sunday.
Okay, well, what do you know? What do you know? Well, door.
Shattered glass. This is how whoever it was broke into the house.
Enter.
Anna is not well. This time, at least, try to be there for her.
This time at least? Oh, you meant leaving 2 years ago? Because last time I took your advice.
Anna? Anna, are you okay? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no.
Ha!
She needs you, buddy. Needs me? I don't even think she knows I'm here. What am I supposed to do? Something. Anything. It's the thought, the effort. Get her a drink. Just show her you're here. I'm not sure how a drink will make her feel better about murders and break-ins. But I guess I've heard worse ideas. She kept the drinks in the kitchen, in one of the pantries.
Look.
I've never even had my car broken into. It's hard to imagine how she feels.
Let's look around. Documents. A new perspective. Each year, Green Mound Primary School showcases new talent in an art contest. Amidst a jungle of creativity, one particular piece caught my eye, a cryptid figure that refused to reveal its true nature to me. Unable to pierce the paper, young Timothy Brown had to step in. It's interactive, he said, pointing at a bump. You have to fold it out. One layer after another, the truth revealed itself. The cryptid slowly gave way to a map of basswood. If you think you've seen it all, take a moment to look at what the new generation has to say. You might be surprised. I was. Dear Miss Miller, my dad says writing thank you letters is what you do when someone is very nice, so I hope you like mine. I would like to thank you very, very much for how you wrote about me. I don't know why you thought my drawing was worth talking about over the others, but it was very, very nice of you to talk about it. My dad put your article on the fridge and circled my name. I'm kind of scared some people might have gone and seen it and been disappointed, but maybe not. If I even win another art contest, I will tell you. Sincerely, Timothy Brown. Medical bills too high for Joe to cover on his own.
Anna has to be helping her dad out with these. I'm not sure it's enough.
Dusk. Look.
Anna would pace around the house for hours, then sit down and write her articles in one go.
Mind Palace.
Sam, what are you doing? Sam, what are you doing? I called for dinner like a dozen times. It's gonna get cold. I am not your mom, you know. Working on an article is no reason to ignore basic politeness, Sam. Fine. You can eat your dinner cold for all I care. I'm done waiting for you.
Why, I guess I can be a little focused. Spill ink, not blood. Cyber darkness. The silver crow flies straight. She always needed to make her space her own.
Cheesy action movies, dark thrillers, and human rights. The melting pot of Anna.
Books. Mostly sociology, history, and writing manuals. Same as before. Mess. Fix.
This feels like the only part of the house I recognize. Whatever punk broke in here wrecked it.
Yeah.
There.
Music sheets. Song Anna played at the wake, Nick's favorite. Belonged to her mother. Thankfully survived the break-in.
Good thing it's intact. It's about the last thing Anna has of her mother.
Anna's vinyls, rivals the National Recording Registry in certain genres.
I don't think she ever forgave me for saying I didn't think they sounded better.
Oh! Wow! Of course, it's been a long time since I listened to vinyl, so what do I know? Broken photo frame. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. Blinds fix.
Finally, there.
But no, okay. Picture taken down after Joe's accident. He wanted it put back. Okay, ooh. The kitchen is a mess, a huge mess. Let's check the pantry. Open.
She normally keeps some drinks in the pantry.
It's been a while, Sam.
Some
Things
stuff.
have changed around here. You feel like looking at old keepsakes?
I do.
No.
That's probably not the right thing to do right now. Closet, open.
Ah, here's where she keeps the drinks.
We saw some hazelnut and almond. Okay, I would go for a chocolate drink. But in these circumstances, in entertainment, they usually go for alcohol. Let's see. Oh, there's lime juice. Look.
People in film noirs always offer a stiff drink in times like this. Might work.
Look.
She used to drink this every day in middle school. Brings her back to being 10. Don't stress about what drink you bring her. It's just bringing it that matters. Her go-to soft drink. She actually likes to drink this stuff straight. Could do.
Okay, so all of them are good options. I think I'm gonna go with the lime.
On the bright side, I don't think it's possible to make her feel worse.
Don't say that. Do
You're
not
not
say
helping.
that.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Thanks.
Emptied onto the floor, pure vandalism.
Who takes the time to have a drink in the middle of a break-in?
Inspect. I'm sorry about yesterday, you're right, I have been distant, things have been pretty messy at work lately, you don't have to forgive me, but if you'd like to invite me to a concert, I'll just leave these two here. Is that what it says? There might be some pepperoni rolls in the fridge, and the placeholders, Charleston, West Virginia. Tickets. Look.
Anna's favorite band. Smooth as always, Nick.
Read. Charleston Concert Hall present the placeholder. Yeah.
Even when he messed up, Nick always found the right words.
Yeah, I don't need to read that. Okay. Him? Talk.
What are you waiting for? Bring it to her already.
Yeah, we'll take upstairs later. Talk.
Lime juice. Still something you like?
That's sweet. I'd assumed you'd already gone to look around and, I don't know, think. This is just so fucked. Nick? My house?
Sam, you should distract her. Get her talking or thinking about anything else.
My stuff, everything is trashed. Is this like the worst coincidence? Or is it related to Nick's death? Did his murderer break into my house?
Give her the drink.
You're not alone. Here, have a drink. It'll help.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's helping a bit.
Hey, are you feeling better?
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Sorry, I just kind of lost it for a second there.
Yeah. I mean, careful, Sam. You know you can be indelicate. She needs your support right now.
I mean, it hasn't been an easy week, you know? And I've got the feeling it isn't over yet.
Ask him? No, I'll do this on. I'm here for you.
Whatever happens, you're not alone. We'll face it together.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Reminding her she has people to lean on is a great start.
This whole thing is a mess. But honestly, it's been a mess for a while. Like, everything was fine, you know? Nick moved in, it was nice, but lately he just closed himself off. He'd been gone most nights. At the bar or the fishing shack. Come home late, refusing to talk about his work. It got unbearable. It was almost like I was living with you all over again.
It doesn't feel good, but she needs to get this off her chest. Don't be too harsh on her.
I deserved that.
You're right. I shut you out, and I'm sorry.
The past is the past. None of what's happening now is your fault. I'm just lashing out. It's just having you in the house, it's bringing back a lot of things. We had a good time. So many memories here, both bad and great.
We did have a good time, yeah.
But then came Dad's accident. The mine investigation. Your proposal. I still feel horrible about how it all happened. But you understand why I said no, right?
I didn't listen to you.
You didn't want to ring. You told me before. I thought it was what you're supposed to do. I thought maybe it'd save us.
That's a nice thought. I feel like you're listening now. And I thank you for that. You know? It ended so abruptly, you and I. I don't think I ever took the time to really process what happened. I wonder if it would have ended the same way with Nick. If my relationship with him was as doomed as my relationship with you. The way Nick closed himself off to me the last few weeks. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I can't bear to live with someone, to truly share my life, to make compromises and all that.
Okay, what am I supposed to say here? Wow. Because with my previous experience that what's on the page isn't everything you're going to say. I'm going to go with it wasn't your fault. Because the other two, I'm not sure where those are going, so I'm going to say it wasn't your fault.
It wasn't your fault that Nick closed himself off. No one makes someone distant, especially someone like Nick. It must have been on his side. He was dealing with something dark. I know that's why I closed people off. I never spoke to Nick again after leaving town.
It doesn't matter anyway, now does it? He's dead, and whatever we had is done. And we're on our own if we're gonna find out who killed him. I'm not backing down from this, no matter what we find. What about you?
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, I'm not leaving you alone.
You can count on me, Anna. We're in this until the end.
That's good. That's really good. Let's see this to the end, and, well, we'll see what happens when we get there, right?
Whatever happens, we're in this together.
Can you take a look upstairs? I still need a moment. Let me make sure I'm done crying and all that.
Take your time. I'll tell you if anything's wrong.
Thanks, Sam.
Journal updated. Okay. Anna. After I found Dennis murdered, Anna and I called the cops. We tried to cover our tracks as much as possible. I'm not happy about Anna getting mixed up in this, but being honest with her feels like the only right thing to do in the whole mess. Realizing that Nick's death could only have been murder brought me focus and clarity, but for Anna it was a shock. She barely had time to react, but there's no doubt it hit her hard. I should have known Anna hates nothing more than old-fashioned fake chivalry, but I intend to keep that promise. Anna and I had the talk about Nick, about us, about everything that went wrong. I felt better afterwards. I think she did too. We're in this together. Nick was investigating something. He always wanted to break a big story, but in the end, did it fizzle out like he said to Walter, or was he just keeping things to himself? Now that I have been to the site where Nick had his fatal crash, I'm convinced it wasn't an accident. Drunk driving and speeding just doesn't square with his personality. Getting in over his head with an investigation does, unfortunately. Nick's accident report was shoddy. I can't count on the police anymore. Worse, they might think I killed Dennis. I'm not sure dragging Anna into this was smart. I'm still not sure I said the right things to Anna, but I do feel lighter. I think we both do. Somehow it feels like we're in this together. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. Let's go upstairs. Let's look this side first. Picture Joe's first birthday after the accident.
I remember taking this photo. God, seeing it like this. It's not what Anna needed.
Open.
The door is closed. Huh. She never used to lock it. It looks like Joan's using this room now. Anna must have been letting her use it when she stayed over.
Joan's things have been fully searched. Joan's homework, smart but easily distracted.
Got the A, corrected the teacher, but still forgot the date.
Obviously, Kid's desk was still ransacked. Mr. Unicorny, Bug's oldest friend.
Mr. Unicorny. Well, you and Joan have been inseparable since the day she was born. This used to be her old bed. First thing she bought when she settled in.
Mind Palace. Pool table is back.
Come on, work, you piece of junk.
Remember.
Come on, work, you piece of junk. I know you're awake.
No, I'm not.
Then how are you talking?
I'm a celebrated sleep talker.
Come on, get up. I need your help.
Did you try rebooting it? That's honestly all I got.
I have tried that. If I don't get this done by noon, Walter won't run the article. What do I do?
Okay. Let me see it.
Thank you. It just won't respond to anything. Do you want a back rub while you work?
As your hero, it's the least you could do.
I'll do more than that, my white knight.
Oh, you will, my princess of the typefaces.
Of course. When you fix it.
Well, let's see. Mess. Whole room has been trashed.
Not your standard thief. Too destructive. Oh, maybe trying to send a message?
Maybe. Bathroom. Watch your back. Look.
As if her week wasn't bad enough already. I should erase it. But then the police wouldn't get the burglar's handwriting.
Yeah. Nick was very moved in. Door open.
Why is it so dark in here?
Interesting, you have to go through the bathroom to get into the bedroom. Search cupboard, Anna's stuff still here. He really trashed the place. It's not even the same one, everything changes.
This room feels so different now. It felt like mine once, but it never was.
Tapestry. Okay, let me just get a view so I can see. Bought it together. Favorite piece of art in the house.
I asked Anna what this was once, and she laughed at me. I still don't know what it is.
Laptop. Look.
I guess Anna must have left it on, but she had her laptop with her. Is this Nick's?
Inspect. Nick to USB. Transfer. Look.
Huh? Is someone downloading something off Nick's laptop?
Sam! Sam! Who was that? Sam! Are you okay?
I think whoever trashed your house just trashed me.
Can you stand?
Yeah. The headache isn't as bad as the one I had this morning.
I couldn't get a good look at them. They just sprinted out of the house, and I heard some weird, loud engine drive off.
Well, whoever it was, they were dumping data off Nick's computer. I must have interrupted them.
There's no trace of whatever he took. So what do we even do now?
Oh. Find Nick's backup files.
We need Nick's backups, if he has any. Did he ever do anything like that? Boxes in the attic, files to the cloud, another computer? Did he have anywhere besides here and the basswood jungle he kept things?
No. No, I don't think so. I don't... Actually, over the last few months, remember I mentioned Nick has been going out a lot to that old fishing shack his family owns.
I know the one. I went there with Nick and Bug a few times.
He went mostly in the evenings. Most nights, really. Said he was night fishing.
But if he was secretly using it as a second office...
It'd be worth taking a look.
Your father called. Said there'd been a break-in?
Couldn't they have gotten here 2 minutes ago? They'll arrest me if they found Dennis's body.
You go out the back. I'll talk to Bess and keep her busy.
If you're sure, I'll go to the fishing shack. It sounds like if Nick was hiding something, it might be there.
I'm starting to get worried.
Sorry! I was just in the bathroom. Be right out. Go.
I guess the locked door upstairs was the other
Nick's
entrance
fishing shack.
to her
Lot of memories
bedroom.
here. Good memories. Anna said he'd been sneaking off here to work on something. I almost hope I don't find anything. Nick, what were you up to?
So yeah, I think that locked door upstairs in Anna's place was the door to her bedroom, and that it also had a second entrance through the bathroom, which was available to everybody. A bicycle. Joan's bike? Didn't she say she bikes everywhere? Is she here? Extensively used but well maintained.
Joan rides this bike everywhere,
Yeah.
which is impressive with how far away everything is out here. What's it doing here?
Exactly. Is she here? Can I go into the water? I cannot go into the water. A little mist on the water. Let's explore outside before we go inside, yeah? Or not.
Bug?
Muley? How did you... Does my mom know?
Does your mom know what? What is this?
Mom doesn't know. Good. I've decided to leave town.
Bug, this is not a good idea.
I've got food for 5 days. I'll hitchhike and bike down to Virginia.
Do you have any idea how far that is?
About 80 miles to get down to my Aunt Lisa. My mom hates her. Don't try to stop me.
You can't leave like this. Not without telling anyone.
Oh, yeah? Why not? That's what you did.
She's serious about this. Careful, Sam. This is not a drill.
Yeah.
Maybe try to bring up her mother again.
Ooh. Is everything okay at home?
Is
It's
there
obviously
something wrong
not.
with your mom?
No, I'm running away because things are so great. Plus, I know what she'll say. Calm down, think of the common good. She doesn't do anything, just sits around, takes her back pain pills, and stares at the TV like a lump.
Well, that was a miss. When it comes to this kid, your instinct is better than mine. The mother, though, we should have a talk with her later.
Look, I'm not a child anymore. I'm not asking for your permission. There's nothing for me here.
Okay, so what is the best choice here? You should open up to your mom. I don't think that's working. Don't make the mistake I made. Maybe. You can always count on me. She knows that's not true, but I'm trying to be better. So let's go with that. You can always count on me.
I'm here now, Bug. I have your back. I promised you I would look into your father's death, and I'm doing it. I'm here now, Bug. Listening. I was there in the parking lot, listening.
Yeah, well, but you're just gonna leave again another 2 years? Forever? I think I'm done depending on others. My dad I could rely on, but he's gone. There's nothing else for me around here.
I was wrong yesterday. She's not in denial. She's scared.
Something terrible happened to him, but no one listens to me. No one cares.
I care. Everyone cares. That's not true, but there may be more behind that. I mourn him too.
He was my best friend. Trust me, I care.
I just want to know what happened. What really happened.
Me too, Bug. You just gotta trust that I'm really looking into this. Okay?
I know you're doing your best. It's just this town, you know? It just feels like it grinds you down. It's choking me, and I need fresh air. I need someplace I can think, not here.
Sounds like Basswood really failed this kid.
I mean, what am I supposed to do tomorrow? Or the day after? In 10 years?
You could be a journalist. I know she 2 years ago or earlier she wanted to do something with insects. You could be a journalist. Bugs. I don't know if bugs still her thing, but let's go with that. Something with insects.
You like insects? How about someone who studies them? Would you like to be an entomologist? Go around the world, collecting bugs?
You remember? Yeah, bugs are cool. That does sound fun.
You can leave Basswood that way, but you can't do it without finishing school. It won't be easy, but it's better than just wandering out in the dark. Focus yourself on your goals. I know your father would be proud of that. Look, I'm gonna find out what really happened to him, okay? And you and I, we'll figure this out. About what's next for you, about your mom, life. I need you to trust me. I need you to give me some more time.
A few days. You have a few days.
Do you want me to drive you back home?
No, it's fine. I need to take my bike back anyway. I'll see you later. All right?
I promise. For real this time.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Now that I've kept your daughter from skipping town, let's see if you've kept anything hidden out here, Nick.
Yeah, I'm building relationships here, aren't I? Okay, pictures, inspect. Nick with hunter friends. Look.
We used to talk about how hunting was cruel. How much did you change, Nick?
Graduation picture, look.
Back when Nick and Kathy were college sweethearts. Clearly Bug was there too.
Clearly. Superbug. No, nothing more. Wait. Look.
Joan always liked bugs.
Okay, a bass. Is that a bass on a piece of wood? Basswood. Pun intended. Joan's stuff. Left her old toys behind.
Bug never was the social type. Just like me. With Nick gone, I guess we both lost our best friend.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Wait. Growth chart. The evolution of Joan Waldron. One notch at a time.
Man, Bug certainly grew up faster than I realized. She's gotten pretty mature now.
Tableware. Cleaned in the last few weeks. Nick came here recently. Door. Locker. That's everything Nick wanted to keep away from Joan.
Locked. Nick always kept a spare key. It'd be somewhere out of Bug's reach.
Possible hiding spot.
Don't see the keys. It was probably too obvious a spot.
Probably fishing rods.
This is where he kept the rods he'd loan out. So what's his favorite rod doing here? He always kept it separate.
Hunting trophy, not something Nick would have done back then. Okay, so... Yep, there we have another possible hiding spot. Okay, can you... Really?
What a fishy hiding spot, Nick. Always did love your cliches.
Inspect. Weapons. Look.
Like many people, Nick kept a few guns. But never at home, and always locked up.
Drugs.
A prescription for opioids with Kathy's name on it?
Kathy, huh? Grab.
These are pretty heavy-duty painkillers. Very addictive. Joan wasn't just acting up. Kathy has a problem.
College flyers. Look.
Nick was trying to find ways to get Joan in college. It's gotten so expensive.
Yup. Is she old enough for college? Or is that just being well prepared? Calendar take. Dee wants to talk. 2nd April. Look.
It has to be the same D he was talking to in his emails.
Read. What else do we have here? A note. Take. Remember? Look.
Looks like some kind of reminder Nick left for himself. A reminder of what?
Yeah. Yellow, red, green, blue. Why RGB? Okay. And the fill is different, but okay, why RGB? Anything else? Some cleaning supplies, calendar, some ammo, yeah. A journal article. Take. One small community looks out for those that fall through the cracks. Look.
An article by Anna about a place called the Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood.
Read. One small community looks out for those that fall through the cracks by Anna Miller. I'm interviewing Tyler, a man of few words in his mid-20s and heavily tattooed about the place he lives and why he's here. It's cold enough that I regret not bringing a second jacket. His hands, however, are not shaking because of the cold. This is his 7th relapse. On his 2nd relapse, he lost his girlfriend. On the 4th, his family. The one after that, he attempted to rob his parents' home, but was instead beaten nearly to death by his father. It's not like I wanted to hurt them, I just needed money. And I felt so bad that I thought I was dying. My parents' place was the only place I knew for sure there was some stuff I could sell. Dad caught me, I tried to talk to him, but he whooped my ass, beat me with a lamp. I don't blame him, I didn't fight back, I was too ashamed. I needed a whooping, I still need a whooping. Lynette... Okay, where's... Why can't I scroll? Okay, now I can. Lynette Branham, 52, with graying hair, looks on with compassionate eyes. Lynette is the one that owns the land and sets the rules. She's judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to deciding who stays and who goes. This place is called the Cove. When the local mine closed, a lot of people found themselves out of work and some of them had no place to go. Drugs and crimes made them fall into patterns desperate people often fall into, and Lynette found some of them camping out on her property. She let them stay as long as they followed 2 rules: no stealing and no fighting. Though she had to kick a lot of people out over the years, it's not always permanent. In fact, she just let one of them back in. He does not want to be named, but has a lot in common with Tyler. A bad relationship with his family, a mother with her own drug abuse issues, and a history of violent offenses. This young man explained to me why he came back. I can't make it out there. Everyone's hassling me and I'm just trying not to hassle myself. He has trouble staying still and looks ready to keel over at any moment. Yet he's also got a depth to him that's striking. Was sober for half a year once. Can't remember the first time I drank. Broke into my Ma's liquor cabinet when I was 5. Some people see this place and imagine the same old story of hillbillies in the mountains. Yet that isn't what this place is. This is a community. They're all drifters lost in the flow of life, with nowhere else to go and a desire to be better. Lynette shakes her head as she finishes up. She let me stay, he says. I ask him how he knows. She'd have come over and told me to get out right then, he answers. It's true. Lynette lets him stay as long as he promises to try again. She has a lot of patience. You have to, she tells me, after the young man goes to lie down. Everyone has their own way of dealing with pain. The path to mistakes come in lots of forms, some of them pretty invisible, unless you look for it. We all stumble sometimes. Most people take a few tries to get back up after being knocked down. If someone isn't there to help them, they just fall back over. The Cove gives me hope.
All right. I think I went through everything here.
Yeah. Found clues, inspect. Journal article. Take. Okay, I've read that already. I've
If Dee met Nick on the day he died, he could be the last person who saw him alive.
Why RGB? No. Take.
If Nick kept this, it means it's important. You just have to figure out why.
Read. Caterpillar.
An article by Anna about a place called the Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood.
Okay. So, what am I supposed to do with those? I don't feel like I'm done here. Let's check the back. Can I? No. There's a box there. Anything interesting in the box? Fish ruler. Nick's record catch is marked.
Now, this record is fraudulent. Nick stretched his fish to beat mine.
Bench. Sit. I thought there was a box with stuff in it. But apparently
Whoever
it's a
killed
bench.
Nick, I probably know him. Grew up with them. Even if you don't know them, they know you. Nick, Dennis, gone. A stone-cold killer walks the streets of Basswood. Things like this can really make you feel isolated, make you realize that at the end of the day, you're in this alone.
Nut. Fishing net? Well. Okay. So it feels like I still have something to do here. But what? By RGB.
If Nick kept this, it means it's important. Just have to figure out why.
Ooh, fishing bag. Look.
He always kept his favorite rod in this special ready-to-go bag to protect it.
But not now, because the rod is over there. I can't inspect.
Nick, what were you hiding in this bag that's so important you had it locked up?
Yeah. That looks like there's only one pocket that's locked up though. Can't I unlock that? Or do I have to go into found clues? Okay, let's go into found clues. Inspect. Fishing bag. Look.
I just gotta figure out the connection between Nick's note and this lock.
And unlock. Okay. Up. Well, let's try. Up. Right. Down. Left. Okay, that wasn't up.
Wrong combination.
So 5.
Knowing Nick, maybe he left a hint lying around the shack.
Yeah, I thought that could have been the hint, but maybe not. Let's look. Empty spot. Look.
There used to be a calendar right here. Why'd he take it down?
Oh, that calendar. Hunting trophy. Locker.
Nick was trying to find ways to get Joan in college. It's gotten so expensive.
Yeah. Unicorny. Comic books. Joan still loves Tardigrade Man.
Tell a 3-year-old kid about Tardigrade Man, and this is what happens.
Okay, so how do I figure out the like? Yellow, red, green, blue. Wait. What about this bug? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's RGBRY. RGBRY, 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 RGBRY. R G B R Y.
Let's see what we have.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Okay, let's look at the cash.
That's a lot of cash. More than Nick could make in a decade.
Whoa! Drug sample. Look.
Opioids. From D? Nick, were you looking into drug trafficking?
File. Let's open.
Nick was gathering at the Cove, and that's how he found his informant, D. It's the person he met the night he died. I just need to figure out who it is.
Okay, we have some files. Look. Richard Steinfeld. Okay, let's. Wow, how am I supposed to know Dickie? Could that mean that he is the Reed? 123, Richard, early 30s, twitchy even when sober, high-strung and obviously disliked by the Cove, asked not to be named in Anna's article because of his father who runs a shipping company. Smarter than he looks or as dumb as he acts? Still hard to say. Both. Oh, okay, the 23rd, 27th of January. Still using? Yes. Who's the dealer? Tyler, Lynette, JR, Kayla, Dickie. Richard is Dickie. It's a nickname. Okay, why can't I? Okay. Read. Dickie sold drugs to Tyler. Find out who his supplier is. Okay, now I can't. Read. 23rd January. Tyler Gilliam, mid-20s, sees himself as the coast protector. Very defensive of Lynette. 27th January. Tyler's interview with Anna was heartbreaking. He was bad off, so bad in fact that I was legitimately surprised to find him alive the next time I visited the Cove. He certainly wouldn't have been the first member of the group to be claimed by an OD in the middle of the night. Very aggressive. Been in and out of jail for most of his life, usually for assault. Don't antagonize. Clean since the interview. Where did he get his drugs? From Dickie. Keeps asking about Anna. Into cooking. Okay. Look. Justin Reynolds, read. 23rd of January, JR. Interviewed by Anna, but didn't make it into the article. Late 30s, not personable, ex-miner. JR has been living on the road, working wherever he can as a handyman, and when he came to Basswood, a miner. After the mine closed, he was arrested for drug possession, staying at the Cove. Now that he's out, didn't have anywhere else to go. Keeps to himself, trying to get... Okay. Can't scroll. Oh, there was nothing to scroll. Keeps to himself, trying to get clean, but it's an ongoing process. From the Midwest, Michigan. Took up smoking, trying to replace other habits with less bad ones. Hasn't worked. JR is Justin Renault. Collects hubcaps, has a Winchester in his truck. Used to living in his truck. Rolls his own cigarettes, taught me how, still uses occasionally. Loves camel. Yeah, if D is actually talking about his name, then this is Dickie. I'm assuming this is D, so let's choose him.
Richard, aka Dickie, aka D. Looks like I found who I was looking for. So that's what it was. Nick suspected a drug ring flourished here in Basswood after the mine closed. He had an informant, Dickie. Probably a low-level drug dealer, and he also had a lot of cash on hand. More than a reporter should. Dickie set up a meeting with Nick, and now Nick's dead. Dickie may be the only person who knows what really happened. I need to find him. He lives at this place, The Cove. Or he did. Anna wrote that article on it. She has to know where it is.
Bass finally left. Did you find anything at the fishing spot? Yes. Do you know where the cove is? It's a little commune thing on the outskirts of town, not big on outsiders. Let's go. Ooh, no. I'll arrive soon. I'll be back soon. I need to look around here a bit more. Really, that's not what I meant. See you then. Fill me in when you get here. I'm done here. Journal updated. Leave for the cove. Nick's computer is the reason Anna's house was broken into. In my head was clogged. The attacker took off with Nick's files, so the question remains, what did Nick discover and how did it get him killed? Nick and Kathy graduated from college together. Bug. When I went to Nick's old fishing shack to investigate, I found Joan there packing her stuff to run away from home. I managed to talk her down, but it feels like a fragile victory. I need to do right by her. Yes. Mr. Unicorny has been a lot of adventures with Joan. Joan fell in love with tardigrade man thanks to you. Okay, no, I'm done here. Let's go pick her up. Forest trail. Leave.
This seems like a good time to end this episode, so I'll see you in the next one.